What's going on, y'all? Mic check 1 2. What is this, man? It's your boy Machiavelli Mills TV, aka Malcolm. Like I told y'all, man. Well, for one, I got the Lakers hoodie on because LeBron, my boy, is over there. Today is LeBron James' birthday, man. Happy birthday to the King. But like I tell y'all, social media is a big part of my life. I'm never gonna act like I'm not on it. It's certain things that I don't like about social media, and certain things that I don't like. That certain things that social media can enable that I don't like, but I'm a big fan of it. It's my thing. So I follow a Chicago rap artist by the name of GHerbo on social media, and the Shade Room, that page has been reporting on his relationship or lack thereof, how his romantic relationship dwindled with the mother of his child. He has a child with a young lady by the name of Ari. They have a young son who I don't think is a year old yet, but they're no longer together. And Herb is now with allegedly seeing another young lady who happens to be the stepdaughter of rapper Fabulous, right? So I'm not gonna even go to all the intricate details of that and whose son and who daughter is and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna talk about the main thing. So there's a lot of fans of Ari. Ari has a huge following now after their relationship has been on public display for a couple years now. They've been in the media with their children, and they're showing their affection and whatnot all on social media. People have become invested in a relationship and invested in that young lady. So she has a lot of fans now. And these people are mad at her and say, how could you leave your family? How could you abandon them and jump ship before your child during the time that your woman was dealing with postpartum, during a time where it's critical for the child to see mother and father in home together. And that's true. That a lot of people always speak on it. In our community, we see a lot of single mothers before the child is even born, and sometimes even before the child is born, which is a sad thing. But here's my thing, right? I'll never advocate for people to stay in a relationship that is either emotionally abusive, physically abusive, or just not productive for them in general. And it's something that just does not make them happy simply because there are children involved. Now, children are things to ponder on. You want your family to grow up in a two-parent household. You don't want your family split apart, but at the same time, if it's something that's not productive for you, what can you do? And this is my thing. This is where it gets around to it. So people mad at Herb and say he disrespectful and all this and all of that. And the women are attacking Herb. The women. And I pose this question. Do y'all think that maybe Herb could have just realized that maybe she's just not the one for him? She's not for him? And you could say he could have realized that before he had a baby with her. Yes, that's true. He could have. He should have. But sometimes people they grow apart, like he said. Sometimes people grow apart, they realize certain things about each other that are not good for one another. And sometimes a man grows up, and a man can see past good looks, a nice body, and all of that, and they look at other things outside of that. How the interaction with the woman is there a healthy interaction between the two partners? And from my opinion, it's not. And Herb is a hood dude. So he's going to find, naturally, he's more than likely going to attract the woman that got hood qualities in her too. But I think Herb is evolving as a man. Even though he got them hood ties, he's evolving as a man and realizing certain things. And no sensible man would want to deal with a woman who constantly, every time they gets into an argument, they have a disagreement, she goes on social media attacking him all the time, calling him out his name and talking about him all type of crazy. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. They used to call each other out their name. He called them my bitch and all that, and she be hitting him and slapping him all in the face and that type of stuff. Like, I don't think that's not a healthy love to me. Now, to other people that may be something good, maybe Herb thought that was okay, but that type of stuff, nah, bro. Like, you don't gotta call her your bitch and all that type of stuff and all that. But even then, her constantly attacking him on social media every time something happens that she don't like, letting the world know she mad at him and calling him all out his name, and I never seen him dog her, degrade her on social media when he got mad at her for things that she does. And I'm seeing her constantly do that all the time. He could put up a video with his son and she comment, you ain't called him in a week, you terrible, like you a deadbeat. And I was like, come on, for real? Like, for real though? Seriously? Like, and that type of stuff, I think he probably realized that stuff is not conducive for a healthy relationship. Maybe it's time that me and you, we can't coexist as a partner, in a relationship, we cannot coexist. Like, and to me, that's what I think about. Because people say, oh man, they say, oh, he want his family back and he want her back. And I like, listen, I don't think no sensible man wants a woman that's just gonna be irate every time something happens that she don't like, go on social media attacking him every single time. Like that's not something that I would look for, I would want in a mate. I don't want a mate that's physically slapping me all upside my head all the time and hitting me all in my face. That's not something that I want. You know what I mean? And like that sign of every time something don't go wrong, you go on social media cussing me out and all under my comment section. That's a sign of immaturity. And I think now that Herb is getting older, you know, he's getting more seasoned. He's what, 22 years old, 23 years old possibly. I think 22, 23. He's realizing certain things. He's making a certain type of money. It's not just about money, but you realize, like, man, like you realize you gain more knowledge about life and about values that you want. And you like, man, that's not cool. Every time we got a bad argument, you run on social media attacking me all the time. And like I be seeing her, like, he don't say nothing, right, about her. She moved on. She supposedly is supposed to be dating or trying to be flirting with young M.A. all on social media all the time. Herb says nothing about it. He says nothing about what she doing in her life. He let her go ahead and do whatever she gonna do. He don't comment about it. He don't make angry posts. He don't try to post up stuff to make nobody jealous. None of that. The moment somebody asks her a question about Herb and the young lady that he's dating, she say he trying to fake like he happy with her. He just doing all this stupid stuff on social media. He acting like he mad. People hate to see me glow up and all that. Like, man, like, all of that for real? He ain't said nothing bad about you, and you come in attacking him in this situation. Like, it seemed like you more upset about it than he is. And you're supposed to be happy, and you're supposed to be all about, you know, doing your whole thing and growing on your own, and you're supposed to be flirting with young M.A. Worry about young M.A. Don't worry about what that man got going on as long as he's taking care of his child. What does that matter? You know, so that shows me a lot of, you know, maybe immaturity on her part, that she's steadily attacking that relationship, that whatever he got going on. And some say he did it while, you know, he still was with her. But Herb said he never cheated on that girl a day in his life when he was with her. Never. And I believe him. Because it's automatically, women always assume that the man cheated when a relationship doesn't go well. They automatically assume it's something that man did. If the woman's saying it, it gotta be true. That's how most women operate that I know. You know, and but from what I get from Herb, he sounds true and sincere and genuine in the fact that he never has cheated on that young lady. But she's saying, oh, he left me doing postpartum. That woman been acting crazy and belligerent before she had a baby, before she was pregnant. I used to see it. And I'm like, man, like, she's an attractive woman, but are those qualities attractive? I don't want no woman that attacking me every time something going wrong on social media, all in my comments, talking crazy to me, calling me out my name. They call each other out their name, though. Herb shouldn't have been calling her all that hood stuff. Leave that alone. You know what I mean? You don't want to be dealing with the woman of your child, the mother of your child, or a woman that you really in love with or invested with, calling her stuff out of her name. That's the type of interaction that he was used to living, you know what I mean, on the southeast side of Chicago in the hood over there. But that girl was always hitting him upside his head and calling him all out his name and all type of nasty stuff. Like she got an attitude on every video. I'm like, yo, like all type of stuff. Like I'm like, nah, man, that stuff can't be healthy. You know what I mean? And I know maybe it was for one thing. At one point, he probably thought it was cool. He probably thought it was, ain't wasn't nothing wrong with it. But he came to a realization probably later, like, that ain't cool. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with this. And now he want better. And what I'm saying is, y'all got to look at it from both sides, not just from one side. You know what I mean? I understand postpartum is a real thing. I know that. You know what I mean? I've seen women go through that firsthand. But that girl was belligerent way before that. She was acting like belligerent all that way before that. And she think, oh, her trying to fake like this girl and all of that. The girl steady flirting with young MA all around. Like, it seemed like she want attention. Like, she is not over the fact that he's moved on. You know what I mean? He don't be tripping from what I see. He don't even be talking about her. He don't be tripping unless an interviewer asks him, like the young lady at Power 92, what's her name, Charmaine or something like that, recently asked him, and he said he even still kept it cordial. I'm always have love and respect for the mother of my child. She the mother of my son. You know what I mean? But sometimes people grow apart. And that's true. And women reading into that, when they asked him about the other situation with the other young lady, I think he said something to the effect of action speaks louder than words with me. So they say, oh, he ain't claiming her. Maybe he just don't want to go out in the public and stuff is fresh. All say, I'm with this new young lady right now. Maybe he don't want to do that. He didn't disrespect her. He didn't disrespect the mother of his child. And women read that a lot of women read that as he still want her. He ain't claiming that girl. He still want his baby mama. Like, see, that's why a lot of the women that we know in our community is in trouble. And they get mixed signals. They get into relationships and dealings with men, and they don't know. They confuse things. He just paying respect to that woman. If he wanted to be with his mother and his child, he would be right now. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I just think he don't think that's something that's healthy for him. He doesn't. All right, they have a child together, so we gonna raise this child together as best as possible. But I mean, he don't probably see no relationship manifesting, no continuing going forward. Unfortunately, he realized that before a baby came involved in the picture, but things happen, man. Things happen. You know, so, but this is my thing, though. Like, women just automatically just go and take everything that, I'm not going to say all women, a lot of women automatically listen to what the woman say and take everything that she says as truth. And I'm like, y'all don't look at it how she was acting. Y'all think that's all right to act like that? Y'all think it's all right to act belligerent and all that type of stuff? Like I said, her don't even seem like he upset about anything she got going on. He doing his own thing. She doing hers. It is what it is. But he don't seem upset. She seemed all super mad and all heated that he got something going on. They say, well, that's because he was dealing with her while she was with him. And they said they ain't been together for a while. I think that she was upset that his homie recorded the video of him talking to her before the world knew that they were broken up. And she felt embarrassed by that. So she had to go out there and say, well, you know, he was talking to that girl while we was together and all that. Like, nah, I don't think that. I believe her when he said he never cheated on that woman or nothing. So I believe him when he says that. And I just get a genuine vibe that he didn't, you know, but all of that cussing and snapping and hitting me all upside my head and talking out of term about me so people can know what's going on in our situation publicly on social media every time something happened that you don't like. That's immature, man. That's super immature. And she running around with young M.A. trying to get attention and make it seem like and I say she's trying to get attention because she's still worried about what Herb got going on. If you not worried and you going on with your life, worry about whatever you got with young M.A. You know what I mean? Not like what he got going on. You know, and people can ask you that, but ask you questions about Herb, but you ain't gotta. They can ask you questions about Herb and that young lady, but you don't gotta answer. Is what I'm saying. Because I'm sure Herb get a lot of questions on his live feed when he going live about, you know, the mother of his child and all that, but he don't address it every single time or all of that. In an interview, that's another thing. An actual interview with a radio station, okay, he addressed it, and he still showed nothing but respect for it. So I don't know, man. It's just. People think like that type of stuff is all right, for a woman to act like that. Like I wouldn't deal with a woman that do all that type of stuff. I don't care. We got to look past how pretty the woman is, how good she look. We got to look at how she carries herself. That's an important thing to know. Like, all that, how she interact with you, it determines the happiness of the relationship. You can't be happy every time your woman going there cussing you out and letting the world know y'all ain't on good terms. You can't be. So, man, that's all I'm saying, man. All I'm saying is that you gotta look at things from both sides of the spectrum. Peace.